Today, when you put your cap and gown, you should have noticed something super important. Graduating means we no longer have to run the mile. Just kidding. I was gonna say none of us are high school dropouts or working other very questionable jobs we joke about. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. I say this because anytime things got difficult, we would joke about these things. Instead of encouraging each other to push forward like good peers should do, we would claim to be down to drop out too, even though it is clear none of us meant it. However, there is one thing I love about the class of 2018. We're never afraid to speak our minds. In fact, we spoke so much, Ms. Johnson talked about us being the class with the record for the most silent lunches. It goes to show we are a class with a lot to say. After hearing "speak up," "voice," or "I can't hear you" from teachers thousands of times freshman year, we learned to speak up. After writing many essays, reading many books, and learning about the world, we developed opinions. Together, a voice and an opinion are powerful things, and we were never afraid to use them. As a result, we changed the uniform from khaki to black pants after years of the traditional khakis. With only a short amount of time, we were able to organize a student protest with regards to gun violence. Even those who did not wish to participate engaged in lively debates that resulted in all of us becoming more educated. Lastly, we defended our school when news organizations misrepresented us. In each of these moments, we were not afraid to speak up, to initiate change, or make a statement. Thus, I want you to remember the power of your voice as you go off to college. The sad reality is you will meet people who will stereotype you, people who would try to bring down those around you, and people who would try to pressure you into doing things you don't want to do. And that is when you need to use your voice. As minority students, we're often told our voice does not matter, so it is your job to show the world that it does. Your voice can create change, and we all know that that is what the world desperately needs. With a strong voice and strong opinions, we experienced many firsts. We're the first class to have IB, and us guinea pigs can say it was not an easy experience. We're the first class to experience Hamilton. We're the first class with the opportunity to win 2 free tickets to prom based on the creativity of our promposals. Lastly, we are the first class to have journalism and print stories for the Pritzker Press. We have been the pioneers of change, and our ability to adapt is the strength we will carry with us as we go on to college. I am confident everyone will continue to be pioneers of change in the colleges you attend, fields you study, and careers you pursue. This year has been a lot of lasts: last day in our classes, last day in advisory, last lunch with our friends, and many others. However, as we move on to college, we will experience many firsts again, but they are firsts that we will grow from as we have in high school. Making changes at Pritzker was the first step to making changes in the world. After all of these accomplishments, I want to say congratulations. Congrats on surviving a school full of 11:59 deadlines, testing, and let's not forget, burpees. Throughout these stressful years, memes were our lifelines, whether it was saving us from awkward silences or giving us a reason to laugh. Congrats on staying awake during this ceremony, especially Justin Rodriguez. Since we have all experienced many sleepless nights, whether we are binge-watching Netflix, getting dubs on Fortnite, working on assignments you procrastinated on, or a combination of all three. Congrats on making it through hundreds of row sessions during lunch or after school. Congrats on mastering the much-needed skill of saying up, down, 1 with a cadence. Congrats on any successfully planned outing with friends, since we all know how hard it is to make plans in a group chat. Congrats on learning never to look when someone told you to because you didn't want to fall for this. But really, congratulations for making it this far. We all had moments when we felt like giving up, but here we are, waiting for a diploma we worked so hard for. We all know we could not have gotten this far without our support system. Thank you to the teachers who had to leave, but not before they taught us important lessons that made us better people. Thank you to the teachers who never gave up on us, even when we fell asleep in class, took a vow of silence in any discussions you were excited about, and complained about everything. Thank you to the advisors whose hair had fallen out or hairlines receded due to the stress we caused, especially when we failed to do something as simple as turn in newsletters or do AirSick. Thank you to the parents who are always showing their support, and we are sorry, because every single time someone asked how we ended up at Pritzker, we let out an angry, "My parents made me come here." As incoming freshmen, we did not agree with your decision, but as we sit here today, we are grateful. No sé hablar muy bien en español, pero voy a intentarlo porque creo que es muy importante Que las familias sepan cuánto agradecemos todo lo que han hecho por nosotros. Gracias a todas las familias que han sacrificado mucho cada día para vernos aquí en este momento. No pudiéramos haber llegado aquí sin ustedes. Now, I would like to take a second to thank my own friends and family. There's not enough time to explain how truly grateful I am. A special thank you to Hernan Bueno, who always believed in me and helped me maintain my sanity after 4 long years here. I'm not sure he can hear this speech because he was cursed sitting next to me at Six Flags on Tuesday as I cried, held onto his arm that might have lost blood circulation, and screamed because I was convinced I was going to die. Thank you to Kike and Eder Delgado, as well as my booth gang. Lastly, thank you to my family for everything. I'm sure they're taking up half of the seats in this auditorium. At this point, you're probably wondering when this speech will end, but if you can handle 4 years at Pritzker, you can survive this speech. We used to say we hated Pritzker, but deep down, very, very deep down, we love Pritzker. I say this because anytime I left my house, I usually saw someone with a Pritzker or advisory sweatshirt. Many of us who said we would never be the alumni who come back will definitely come back. Without this school, we would not have met the booze, besties, and squad we bonded so closely with. Because of this school, we became better people and realized how much having a community matters, whether we're in high school or going into college. Pritzker holds memory of us as frantic freshmen who could not open lockers and carried literally everything to class. Sassy sophomores who developed the "we got this" attitude, even though we had no idea what we were doing and still don't. Jaded juniors worn out by testing and desperately wanting to be seniors, and sapient seniors who are hopefully wiser after 4 years here. Now, my last words to you graduates are not my own. However, they are wise words that everyone should keep in mind. They come from a man who also graduated high school, second in his class, and college with a 4.0 GPA. His name is Tawhid Epps, aka 2 Chainz. I encourage everyone to pay attention to the issues that matter to you, from jobs and the economy, to education and our schools, to criminal justice reform. Whatever it is that you care about, make sure you use your voice. Congratulations, Pritzker Class of 2018. By some miracle, we have officially made it.